guys, so for today's video we're just doing a makeup look. So I'm doing like a gold and purple look because I'm going to see Wonka tonight at the cinema, and I thought it would just be really fun to sort of do a look inspired by the colours of Wonka. So yeah, let's get started. So brows are already done. All the brow products will be listed down below. My eyebrows are like a hot mess at the minute. I'm trying to like grow them out a little bit more, so I've only taken a little bit off with the wax, but I still think I haven't taken enough off, and it's a whole big thing. But moving on from that, I have my products over here. I'm going to start by priming the eyelids. So this is the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I always say this in the videos, Smashbox no longer sell in the UK. This is one of my favourite eyeshadow primers. I think the closest one I'm going to get to sort of this would be like the MAC Prep and Prime, I think it is. So when this runs out I will purchase that, but for the now this is like, it's going to last me ages anyway. So I just zoomed you in a little bit so you can get a bit of a closer look what I'm doing with the eyes. So I'm going to take the Natasha Denona, and this is the bronze palette. I've only ever used this once. She's very expensive, but she's very beautiful. And I thought, do you know what, I haven't used her in a while. I want to give her like more, like, you know, use. So we're going to take Sundown. No. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I want. I'm going to take, I think, Ridge from the palette, which is this one here. And I'm taking that on a Spectrum KJ Hue number 17 brush. These are very pigmented, by the way. You only need like a dabble. So I've got a little towel in front of me. It comes with the Spectrum brush set. So I just sort of tap off the excess on that. Just so I don't get a lot, because I'd rather add a little bit and then sort of build on top of that. So we're taking this through the crease, sort of doing this rounded eye. So when I get to here, see that I'm sort of doing this, so it's coming out and round rather than smoking it out. Then taking the KJ Hughes brush in 11, I'm just going to sort of blend this through. So I'm just dusting off the excess on the towel to use the same brush. And we're going to go into Suntan in the palette, which was this one here. And we're going to do the exact same thing, but take it just a little bit lower than the one right now. So doing the same motion, same tapping it off in the little towel, and just going in. Taking that same brush again and just blending this through. Then from the palette we're going to take Magma, which is this one, and this kind of, I feel like it has like a hint of purpley in there, which I thought was quite nice to sort of tie in like a little purple liner situation that I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the 11 brush, and so I'm taking it on one side so you can see that the other side's clear, tapping off that excess, and then just patting this on the outer corner here. Then once we feel like we've got sort of enough going on, we'll take the clean side, so we'll literally flip it over and then we buff with this side. I'm just going to take a little bit more Magma again, tapping off the excess. Yeah, again taking that clean side and dusting through. Then I'm going to take a bit of Beach, which is this shade here, and a dabble of this, yet again pan it on that towel, and just sort of go through to blend out these edges here. Taking this brush, so there's nothing on it, I'm taking the clean side and just buffing this through. So now I am going to cut the crease. I'm going to take the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and then what I do with this, I literally just put a bit on the back of my hand, and then I take my favourite brush. So this is a Peaches and Cream, this is a PC51, and I literally tap it in, tap it in this side as well. So I want to make sure that this is all fully coated. And then I take the brush, put a little bit on the lid. And when I look up, and you can see this very tiny line that's sort of made here. So, well, it's not even a line, it's literally like a little dot. I'm just gonna show you this. So that's where I'm gonna cut the crease to. It's not essentially where my crease sits, but it's where I want it to be. Like, I don't want it to be too high, so that's why I look up and then go from there. When I get to the edge, I should just take my brush and I pull down like so, and just go over. So I'm going to obviously blend this through, so it doesn't matter if I take it a little bit more than what I wanted to do, because the blending work's going to take that away as well. So I always say go a tiny bit over what you originally want. This is the part where you don't want to look up, so I take a KJ Hughes number 20 brush and I literally pat this out, because if we look up, we're going to get the concealer go above the crease. So we're going to just pat this out, so we've got a dry base. Then we have this going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush number 11, which was had Magma on it, and we're just going to do a little bit of blending work now, and we will do some more blending work when we put the lid shade on. Really, it's just sort of going back and forth. So there's no extra product on this brush. We can go in and add more, but for as of now, we're just doing a little bit of blending work. Then for lid shade today, I'm actually going to take the Tarte. So this is the Chrome Paint Shadow Pot, and this is in Top Yacht. These are truly stunning. Obviously you can stick with one of the shimmers in the Natasha Denona palette, but I really, really love this, and I just think it's like this perfect champagne-y gold. It's just so beautiful. So I am going to take it on a brush first. So this is a KJ Hughes number 15. And then when I've got it down, I will take my finger and just really intensify it. But I need to put it on a brush to really get into those little like creases. So that's what I'm going to do first. So taking my finger now and just pat this on. Then we have this going on. So I'm going to go back into the number 11 brush, and like I said, just do some blending work. So this is where I will take a little bit more Magma, dusting off the excess and just going in with that. You can also take the brush that you put on the shadow with, and you can sort of just drag this back and forth. So I'm not taking like this, I'm like turning it so it's like flat, and then I'm just sort of like this back and forth. It's just basically blending until you're like happy with how it turned out. So it's just going back through and back over, adding more colour if necessary, turning your brush around, just doing your thing really. Okay, so I went ahead and just finished this eye, so you can see that I added a little bit of purple liner. So what I've done is I've mixed on a palette these two here. So this is the SUV Hydra liner in Space Panda, and then the Glisten Cosmetics wet liner in Grapeade. Basically what it is, I wanted it a little bit lighter, so this is too dark, so I sort of just mixed them on a little bit of a palette and kind of got this thing on my palette. So that's what I'm doing. They sell loads of purple shades. They've literally got hundreds and hundreds of them. It's just I don't have it, so you know, why not mix these two. So I do use a Glisten Cosmetics, and this is a number 5 brush. It's a very fine little brush. So yeah, we're going to do this on this eye. and I'm going to try and make it as equal as possible. So they are water activated, so you literally just dip your brush into a bit of water and then just sort of swirl it on and smudge it in. So I do take a little bit of the purple first, and then I sort of just take it from the palette, just so like my brush is fully coated, because on the palette is very fine, and it's not going to pick up as well. So in my brain it makes sense, and I got the purple I want. So so yeah, we're just going to do that. So it's literally taking it from like here out to probably where the glitter sort of really stops for the crease. So I don't look up while this is drying, because like I said, it is wet, but when it dries it's pretty solid, like nothing's really going to get it off unless obviously it's water, because they are water activated. So I just sort of sit here for a minute or two when my eyes dry, because where my crease sort of sits, like I said, it can sort of smudge a bit. So I'm just gonna basically just do that. Okay, so now that that's dried and I'm fully happy with how it looks, I think it's as equal as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna apply lashes and mascara off camera, and then we're gonna come back and do the base makeup. So for lashes, this is brand new. This is from Maybelline, and this is the Sky High like super sensational mascara. So this is waterproof because I have very straight lashes. My lashes don't hold a curl, so I usually curl them and then put on a waterproof mascara. The one I was using was the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in waterproof, but it was literally like smudging all under my eyes. And usually I am a L'Oreal mascara kind of gal, but everyone talks so highly about the Sky High, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a go in waterproof and see if it's any better. So I'm going to do that. And then for lashes, I think I just wanted something a little soft. So these are the Ardell Naked Lashes, and these are in the style 422. So I'm going to do that off camera, come back, and I'll do the base like I already said. Okay, so lashes and mascara on, so now we're going to move on to the base makeup. So for primer, I'm going to take the iconic Underglow Blurring Primer on a foundation brush. So this is the Spectrum KJ Hughes number 6, and we're just going to put this all over the face. For foundation today, I'm going to take the Rare Beauty foundation, I don't know the complete name of this, and I've got the shade 140C. So I've just taken a bit onto the palette that I had the purple on. I'm just taking a foundation brush. So this is the It Cosmetics Love Is The Foundation. And I'm just like patting this in to the palette. And then I'm just going to take this on the face. And then for concealer today, I'm going to take the Nars. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Light 1 Chantilly. So it literally just looks like a pot. Duh. And this is the KJ Hughes Spectrum number 13 brush. And we're just gonna I usually do wait for my concealer to dry a little bit, but because this is quite matte, it dries down pretty fast, so I am going to blend it out now. So this is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer Brush. Then to set the under eyes, I'm going to take the Pat McGrath Labs, and this is the Skin Fetish Blind Perfecting Blurring Under Eye Powder in Light. I've only used this once, and it's actually been really, really nice. So we'll see how we get on with like a different concealer. Sorry, I can feel a hair on my face. I don't know where. And it's really annoying me. I'm going to take that on a Spectrum KJ Hughes number 8 brush. I usually do take a powder puff, but she needs washing, so I'm not going to use her. So I'm just taking it on a little brush and just using this on the under eyes. Then moving on to contour. So this is the Pink Honey Contour Cake, and this is in S'mores and Kisses. So this is very cool toned, and that's why I like it for contour. I'm starting to realise that even though when people say contour, it's quite warm, it's quite bronzy, and I do like a bronzer. I'm going to put bronzer on after, but it's not contour. So yeah, this is what I like at the moment. So I'm just going to take that on a Spectrum. This is the Disney, I'm pretty sure it's the Snow White collection, and this is an A18. So what I do is, when I look at my face in the mirror, I can see like a shadow here. So this is where I put the contour, taking it all the way back to the hairline. And then I do like to take a little bit like here, just to like lift the face. And then to blend it out, I'm going to take a crown brush. This is a C43605 blending brush. And rather than pulling it down, I'm trying to keep it in the place it is in. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to try and pull it up a bit so it doesn't sink the face down. And I can see, like when I'm looking in the mirror as well, that it's adding to the definition rather than a bronzer. I feel like a bronzer is very warm. It's adding warmth to the skin. It's not to the skin. To the skin, it's not adding that definition, and that's why I prefer that almost greyish sort of undertone. And Pink Honey have like a great collection as well. I've heard like really good things about their bronzers, but I was really interested in this because I feel like it's very difficult to find like a cool tone contour. I feel like it's just difficult to find contour in general. I'm so sorry, there's still a hair on my face, it's really bugging me. So next up we're going to apply a bronzer. So this is the Iconic London, and this is the sheer bronzer in, does it say what shade it is? Oh, in Beach Vibes. So like I said, it's literally sheer, so I'm adding a bit of warmth to the skin, and I'm going to take the Iconic London, I don't know what brush this is, but it's got a little like hole in it, so basically you just squeeze it into the hole. It looks like this, and then you blend it out into the skin. Then to just set that in place, I'm going to take the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lightning Bronzer in Nude Bronze Light. I've had this in my collection for ages and I haven't used it. And I hear like really good things about their bronzers. I think, no, I'm not going to wear their blush today. But yeah, I was like, I want to give this a try. So I'm taking this on a KJ Hughes. This is a number 3 brush. And we're just going to basically apply this to the top of where we put like the liquid. Then for highlighter today, I'm going to take the Dose of Colour and I Heart Serahi highlighter in Soulmate. I don't know if they still sell this or not, but it is literally one of my all-time favourite highlighters. It is so truly beautiful. I usually use it when I'm a little bit more on the tan side, but I was like, you know, going sort of with the gold on the eyes and stuff, I wanted to sort of stick with this. So I am just going to take this quite lightly. So this is a Crown Brush C529, and we're just going to put this on the cheeks. Then taking a Katie J. Hughes number 21 brush, I'm just going to a little bit in this, in the inner corners. Tiny bit on the brow here. Then for blush today, I'm going to take the Spectrum. So this is the Pinch Pot Balm blush, and this is in Delight. And I'm going to take a Spectrum number B05, and oh, she's a little bit beat up. That's my bad for storing her wrongly. And I feel like this, they do come with little brushes by the way, but they're like little mini brushes, and I don't know why, but I just prefer a longer handle. But this brush fits in here perfect. So I'm just going to take some of this and just put it here. I might have applied too much. I've applied way too much blush. So I am going to take my foundation brush. There's nothing on it. And we're just going to go over and see if we can lighten this up a bit. There we go. That's a bit better now. It's still a bit too much, but it's better than what it was. Then for powder blush, I'm going to take, this is the Made by Mitchell. I can never say these blush. This is the pressed version. So this is in Palmer Violet, and I think this just looks so beautiful. I do have these liquid blushes, but I haven't tried them out yet because I really wanted to wear the Spectrum one because I thought it'd be really pretty with this blush. So I'm going to take that on a Spectrum KJ Hughes number 5 and just add a little bit just to sort of set it in place. because obviously we have got quite a lot of blush on already. And to finish off the eyes, we're going to take a bit of Ridge and Suntan from the palette, just mixing them both on this brush here and just taking that on the bottom lash line. So basically I'm sort of bringing it out to our eyeshadow ends here, just to like bring it all in together. Then to finish it off, I'm going to take some lower lash mascara, so you're going to see nose, you can see it on my head. Then for setting sprays, I've got the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating Essence Spray. I say this every time, it's like Matte Fix Plus, but better and cheaper. Then for actual setting spray, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And then for lips today, I'm going to take the Dose of Colours. This is the lip liner in Ruffled. And I'm literally just going to apply this to the lip line. Then I'm going to take the Dose of Colour. This is their lipstick in Hey Girl. I think this was the collection with Desi and Katie. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm going to put this on. I don't know what the... If you see my finger this entire video and it's like dirt on it, I have no idea what it's from. It was really sticky. Then I'm going to take the Melt. So these are the Crushed Glitter Glosses. And from what I remember, I do really like these. It's in the shade, I'm pretty sure it's Johnny Rose, because I literally cannot see the bottom of this at all. Like, I had to take a picture of my camera and like zoom in. It's like it's there, but it's so faint. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this on top. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I love how it turned out. I think it's super, super cute. Just like a little pop of colour, if you wanted to add like a little something to the eye. And hopefully Wonka Tonight is a great film, because I keep seeing loads of adverts every time I go to cinema and I'm like, oh, it's months away, and now it's like December all of a sudden. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.